Kitchen.
All right, I am in the middle of cooking some delicious stuff. Let me set the camera up for you.
We're gonna have to have some. We're gonna have to have some theme music for Shannon's Kitchen. What's
No.
cooking in Shannon's Kitchen?
Okay, hi everyone. How are you? Okay, we've got some interesting things for you today. You know what? Let me turn on this light. Hey, could you turn on that light? Let me turn on this light so we have a little bit of light. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 minute.
Bring your
Just
camera
got
down a
in.
little bit. Bring your camera down a little bit so we can see your cutting board a little bit better.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you, and now we can see better. Awesome.
Okay, so here I am. Thank you. And again, my name is Shannon King. I am the Vice President of Business Development at Wakana, and I am going to be your chef for the night, infusing some really good things. So you guys really, really liked the dish that I had the other, I think it was like 2 weeks ago now, where I had Johnny cakes, where we had like some cornbread cooked on the stove, and then we had sauteed greens and things like that. So I wanted to do another comfort food because February is ending. And what I decided to do was a black-eyed pea salad. And so this is a recipe that Billy came up with. And so let me just kind of tell you what the ingredients are. And we've got a lot of goodies and a lot of things that we've infused. So we have the black-eyed peas. And what we did for this is we just sauteed it. I'm going to bring the power water soluble. What we did is we just soaked the black-eyed peas in water overnight and just kind of covered them, or kind of covered the bowl. I think my bowl was, I don't have it right now, but it was probably about this big. And then I just put almost the entire bag of black-eyed peas in there. And then so by the morning time, they just, you know, they swelled, they soaked, and you just put them to the side. So what's interesting about this is that's all we're gonna do to it. We're not gonna cook it anymore. It's gonna be soft, but it's not gonna be mushy, and it's really gonna be good for this. And so what I did is I just added some salt. So I used it in this strainer. I washed it. Of course, you're gonna wash your beans even before you soak it. Make sure you get any rocks out of it. Soak it overnight. And then what I did is after I cleaned it, I just added, and I have some here, but I just added some pepper, regular black pepper. I added a little bit of cayenne pepper. I added some Himalayan pink salt, and I added lemon juice. So I've got lemon juice. I added about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and about 2 or 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So that's gonna cut that taste and give it a little bit of flavor. And then what I added to it is I chopped up some red peppers. I chopped up some tomatoes, and I hope you can see it. I chopped up some garlic and some onion. And then you just kind of throw it in there to flavor. This is how it's gonna look when you're done. And then what you're gonna do is after you add all of those ingredients, you're just gonna fold it in, okay? And then that's just to make sure that everything is like all of the beans are coated and it's marinated. And then where is my, then I added the chili lime seasoning to this. So I added a generous amount, and remember, this is 200 milligrams of CBD. It's 5 milligrams in each teaspoon. So I just kind of generously made it. This is probably about 2 or 3 servings of it, depending on, you know, how much you eat. But you can use this for a salad. You can, you know, kind of use it throughout the week, take it for lunch, and you're just gonna fold it in. So I just made sure that all of the initial seasonings were on there, and then I added the chili lime to it. And so there you have your black-eyed pea Wakana salad. At the end of it, I just added a little bit of natural sugar to it, brown sugar, just to give it a little more taste. And so there's that. And then what I did is I made some hot water cornbread. So I made Johnny cakes the other week. Wasn't aware that that wasn't the same as hot water cornbread. I think somebody on here said, but did you put hot water in it? No, I didn't. But this time I did. And so this was really simple. What I did is I took some cornmeal and I just added some salt and I added some pepper to it. And I added the garlic fire. And so to my cornmeal, I added salt, pepper, and garlic fire. And you're just going to use the instructions on the box for the cornmeal to decide how much you're going to make. And then what I did is I took a little warm. I took the hot water. I boiled a pot of hot water. And then I just ladled some of it in there. And then I'm just going to mix. So you're just going to mix it in, and you're just really folding it in and mixing it in until it almost looks like maybe some grits that have solidified a little bit. That'll be enough. You don't want it too soft, but you just want it like a nice little thick pasty. So almost looks like grits, if you know what grits look like. And then, so after I finished that, I just added a spoon of it. I added a spoon of it. Remember, it's already seasoned, right? And then I'm just going to take a dollop of that. And so this is oil. And I take my spatula, I add it on there. And then I just lay it. You probably can't see this, but I just lay it inside the pot. And I added avocado oil. I always like to add avocado oil to it. One thing I didn't mention, which I did do, and I'm not sure how many of you still have this, but I still have some of the CBD culinary oil, which is 1,500 milligrams of CBD in the bottle. And so I just also added this to it. So please don't ask me how much CBD is in here today, because I don't know, because it is jam-packed with CBD. Remember, I'm going to eat this throughout the week. So I just want to make sure that there's enough on everything and that it's not lost in the juice. And so at the bottom, you'll see that there's still a little bit of juice. It's going to soak in that. I'm going to leave it in this bowl every day. And before I ladle some out into a container that I'm going to take for lunch or whatever, I'm just going to make sure that I mix it up and fold it into it so that everything gets in. So you got great color with that. You've got your cakes that are cooking, and this is how they look when they're done. So there you go. That is hot water cornbread. And then what I like to end it up with, what I like to end it up with, and I think this has to be a little softer, is the Wakana, is the Wakana butter. So I can put a little bit of Wakana butter on top of there. Gonna add a little bit on there. And these just came out of the skillet, so that you see that it melted really quickly. You can even use the Wakana honey, You can use the Wakana honey as a little condiment to the side of it. But there you go. So this is jam-packed. So if you use the honey, you're going to get the CBD from that. I use the chili lime in my black eyed pea salad, and I use the garlic fire in my cornmeal in order to make the hot water cornbread. So we have a jam-packed meal right here. It's nutritious. It's high in protein, high in fiber, and it's packed with CBD. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, again, give me recipes, give me recipes, give me recipes. I want to make what you guys want to see. So that's it for me, Kathy.
Thank you, Shannon. You are so good with that. That's a great meatless option. It does look delicious. It's got all the colors. So you got your phytonutrients in there. And you are just the cutest with that hair and that wrist flower. I'm loving it. Yes, I love the daisy.
I'd like to do one quick shout out. Today is my grandmother's 94th birthday. I have one grandmother that's 95 and one that's 94. and she uses Wakana products, so she's going to be around a long time.